you that. Did you want to add to the topic?
It's really only two to
Yes.
be honest, but but
Okay.
yeah.
Like, do I call you
you
best in
you
the
can just
world? Do I call you 84? Do I call you intellectual soapbox?
I mean, yeah, you could call me any of the above, but if it's more best in the world or 84, that'll probably be better. Because intellectual soapbox is more than just me. It's the lady you see up there. God rest her soul. It's a lot of other people as well. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to Conrad. Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to Chocolate and Three, Stan, SJ. Shout out to everybody, man. I mean, he's a part of the movement. Oh yeah, Miss Polly. Shout out to her too as well. Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the first stream was so good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but we're
Oh, you
back.
got you got bombed. You got bombed.
Yes, I did.
Ah, welcome to the show then.
It's not happened before, but it happened like 2 years ago.
Okay,
Wow.
okay, okay.
And they gonna come up saying nigga, 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 nigga. I'm like, what?
Oh
Who is
wow.
that? And he came up as like a regular person talking. So I'm like, do they record those videos first and
They
then just
probably do, to
play
be
them?
honest.
I don't understand how they do that. It was just weird. And I was
Wow.
thinking,
Nah,
oh,
he was
okay, he's
live.
talking, so he's a real person. And
Mm.
then Brandon went gangster on him, and Bubba had to calm him down. It was
Wow.
like
What?
out of that
Wait.
2 minutes.
Wait. Sorry. I was gonna say, what did I miss though? Because I just came back. So I had to step away. Because probably was just stepped away. Because probably signal type thing. No, so I had to put my phone away for a few minutes, and then when I got out of that, I actually found out.
It's basically some trolls that think somebody can't Google their IP address and find them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I've seen these live streamers, these guys, these trolls. They call these guys all these pejoratives like the N word. Then these guys, they go back and they find them and they videotape them pulling up on them, and they're like scared little mama's boys that are hidden up in their house and they won't come out. I'm sure you've seen them videos.
Yeah, you have a blessed week too, sis. I know you said you were tired. Thank you for tuning in. If y'all could hit the like, subscribe if you have not, and you can hit the cash app if you feel led. You can also share the live. Where did you leave off, Brandon?
Okay, so we were going over the statistics of mental health by racial categories. And
Mm-hmm.
we do see that Native Americans and Caucasians are the most affected by mental health issues. And the reason could be, that's not take it as a grain of salt. The issue could be because of communal support, and we do see that communal support is very helpful in mitigating mental issues. Like my sister Kim there, Kim Live or Kim Love, I forgot her. That's why I extended a hand and I gave her my contact information because the community is vital to um, mitigating mental issues. You have to talk to somebody, mainly a therapist, but your community. It's important to have that backbone as well. And by my estimation, she does not. I mean, she admitted that she does not have a lot of people that are in her life to talk to her or, you know, in a cathartic way. So she's
Right.
and cathartic by meaning, cathartic. Again, catharsis is a way to self heal by talking or expressing your viewpoints, pains, struggles, and trauma with others. So
Mm-hmm.
that is an important key for mental health. And I'm gonna go ahead and yield the floor.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll step in if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and thank you, bro, for dropping the statistics because that is necessary, and we need to know. Um, Another big statistic, y'all, is there have been over 400,000 self deletions. You know what I mean?
There has been over how many?
400,000
Mm.
self deletions, and we are only in June. Okay.
Oh, you're saying for this year alone?
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a
Now I don't
lot.
know how many are men, but I know the men numbers are high. I know they're very,
Yeah.
very high, especially according to what the brother was
Wow.
saying as well.
80% of self deletions are men, according to the
Whew.
CDC. But
Yeah.
females is on
So
the rise too, and they've actually changed their method of doing it, which is kind of scary to me because it's more effective. So that no love, I suggest we need to tackle that issue because on probably another show like addressing female self deletions because that's getting out of hand. Because
Yeah.
a gun, a Glock 17 is way more effective than swallowing 20 Prozacs.
Right. So EAE said there's a guy in Lolo's chat, in Lolo's Discord, that is so mean to me for literally no reason. Now that you're saying this about Native Americans, it kind of makes sense. Some people's sadness manifests as anger instead of depression, and dude is Native American, so it's making sense. Yeah, anger is a sign of depression. I also know another huge issue is spiritual emptiness. Having a lack of faith causes you to have a lack of hope and a lack of purpose. And when you're struggling with identity and you don't know why you exist, that can cause you to be depressed. Like, where there is no vision, what do you have to look forward to? You know,
That's
like
right,
God, you have a deeper sense of meaning. So if
Miss
you're
Mo
not
Love.
spiritually, you are really like pretty much out of there, because people will fail you, jobs will fail you, everything in this world will fail you. The only thing that we have that does not change is the Lord. So what were you gonna say?
Do you think it'll be helpful if we just go over real quickly some of these symptoms of depression according to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America?
Yeah.
Okay,
You want
so
me to? You're
no,
gonna
I'll
go?
go over it. Yeah, I'll go over it real quickly because some of these symptoms may not look like they're anything nefarious, but they are. So,
Mm-hmm.
physical symptoms: headaches, digestive
Digestive.
problems, yes,
Mm-hmm.
and pain, misuse of alcohol or drugs, violent or abusive behavior, anger, irritability. Miss Mo Love, you hit on that. Irritability or aggressiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could probably see how was a little bit aggressive just now. Risky behaviors such as reckless driving, changes in mood, energy, or appetite, difficulty concentrating, feeling restless or on edge, sad, hopelessness, extremely tired. We experience what's called psychomotor retardation. So this is a physical slowing of the body during depression. And you can feel this when you're acutely depressed. That's been a characteristic of my life. Everybody's asking, why you move so slow? I'm like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Difficulty sleeping or sleeping too much. That was another big one for me. Suicidal thoughts, not getting pleasure from normally enjoyable activities. And here's one for men: escapist behavior. So we do know men sequester themselves into a confined area when they're depressed, most likely. If you see that happening, that's really big sign that somebody needs help. So they'll spend a lot
Right.
of time at work or in sports, which
Mm-hmm.
is, kind of oxymoronic, you know. Um, so yeah, if you have any family members with these symptoms, then you need to pay attention. If you have young boys and they play a lot of video games and they
Mm-hmm.
keep themselves a lot and they don't talk with their friends, it's
Yeah,
a big
withdrawal
sign.
from
Yeah,
family and friends, different activities, like even neglecting responsibilities. Those are also signs.
right. And I'm gonna step to the bathroom real quick. I'll take my cam off.
Okay, cool.
I'll step in while the brother is doing what he's doing. Um, I think that a big thing that that men have to realize is that they yes, we need to be open about how we feel. We need to be open about what's going on in our lives on a regular basis. But we also got to put in the work too, man. Like um, never stop believing in yourself. Never stop going. You know what I mean? And never lose hope. You know what I mean? Never lose hope and never give up. You know what I mean? Never give up and just continue to put in the strides and the work, even if nobody's there, and if nobody's telling you that you are important. Tell yourself that you're important. You know what I mean? Um, you know, put your, there's a lot of YouTube videos and other videos you can watch, or either things you can even look up online, or even things you can buy as far as like literature
Mm-hmm.
that basically some call it ASMR, right? But there's things you can like play or listen to or read that reenact or that basically redirect your energy, and it gives you positive messages on a regular basis. So by doing this, this basically allows you to be in a positive state to focus. Even the music you can listen to meditation music. You can listen to you know, jazz or any type of music, bossa nova, jazz, anything. There's a plethora of
Music
music.
is a huge one. Yeah, listening to
Yeah,
something uplifting.
yeah, something it's something that will actually help you to just be in a calm state, focus, and be positive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all these things will allow you to put your energy where it needs to be. Also, reading the word, of course. Um,
Yes.
you know, I know not everybody's a believer, so if you really are strong and not believing, um, I will still give you those tools as well,
The
based on what
word
I.
speaks to everything though. It
Yeah,
just does.
the word speaks to everything. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just speaking off as a whole because I know some people just
Right.
don't. Like no matter how much you tell them, no matter you can tell them God is gonna be back tomorrow. You can tell them whatever you want, and you can show them proof of this, and they still be like, "I'm good."
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I just want to make sure that everybody has tools in order to help themselves, um, and they can actually still be in a positive state. Because I don't want somebody being like, "Well, I don't believe, so I'm still off myself." It's like, nah, no, don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. There are things you can do if you don't believe. That's fine. You know what I mean? We would like you to believe, but if you don't, it's fine. We still got tools for the help to help you. So I think that's really big in promoting mental health, is letting people understand that you may want them to believe or you may want them to understand who God is, but we don't want nobody hurting themselves no matter what. So I'll end there.
Right. That's true. And
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to anxiety, they do go hand in hand a lot of times, but it's a little different. Like the emotional signs, people are normally in a constant state of worry, feeling on edge a lot, or restless, feeling overwhelmed, not able to control like fear, constantly having racing thoughts, trouble concentrating. Anxiety can cause you to overthink a lot. It causes you to sometimes think the worst of the worst happening, and it affects
Mm-hmm.
your physical health. Like it causes a very rapid heartbeat. It can even cause you to, when it's really severe, it can cause you to like tremble and shake. You can have shortness of breath. It causes stomach problems, muscle tension, and like you mentioned, even with depression, it goes along with anxiety too, as far as the headaches. You know. So yeah, Vaughn said, "I
Yeah,
love jazz. I love jazz instrumentals. They leave you to your own thought, less likely to be suggestive." Yeah,
right.
jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about music in terms of therapy real quick?
That's
Mm-hmm.
a good form of therapy.
Um,
Music was a very good.
excellent.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, you're exactly right.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
so what we've seen from the science and scans on the brain is that music can increase your baseline dopamine by over 185%. So that's higher than that's almost as than sex. So that's how the dopaminergic effect of music can have on the brain. Now I feel past that when I listen to Michael Jackson because that's my Zen moment, just putting on Michael Jackson, and that is very therapeutic. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, please, I encourage people to listen to music as therapy. Um,
Yes.
so anxiety and
Right.
addressing oh oh yeah addressing anxiety, you got about four different types. You got generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder. I think that's what you had, Riaz. If I'm to just
Yeah, you're right
speculate.
though. Correct, actually. That is something I actually have though.
I'm good. I'm good, Riaz. I'm good, man. I'm nice with it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you're
go
right though.
ahead.
Actually, I've suffered with that. Yeah. So for me, I
Yeah.
think I've had that since I was in childhood though, basically though. So like it took me a month to settle in the first day of school though. So like basically it took me a month to settle in school by myself though. Before when I went to school though, early days as a kid though, like five or something, I'm on a spectrum. So basically I had to literally have family members come into school and help me settle in or like basically stay with me because I was struggling to settle in by myself though. Because normally though, when other people they go to school, it's easy for them to settle in the first day. It took me a full month.
Yeah, you're right. Miss Mo Love, I'm cognizant of you having some sort of this anxiety disorder. Would you call it a
Yeah.
disorder? Would you go so far as to clinically define it as the anxiety disorder, or just do you have just like generalized anxiety?
I would say generalized, maybe depending on the situation. Like I did experience anxiety back in my day to the point of
Right.
me like holding my chest in a
Oh
corner
man, that's
at work,
clinical.
calling my mom like, "Mom, something is wrong with me. I think I'm about to die." Like anxiety will have you feeling like it's the end, and the doctors were
Yeah.
like, "No, nothing is. Your heart is fine. You're just severely anxious. You have to learn to take deep breaths." So it was really really bad at one point, but it's gotten a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
Mhm.
clinical, and
Yeah.
the numbers on anxiety disorders will baffle you. Okay, so over one third of adults and children have anxiety disorders. Do you know
Wow.
how huge that is? That is huge.
That
Listen,
is
That.
huge.
we have eight
What?
billion people on this planet right now. So what's eight divided by three? So about 300 million people suffer from hold up. Riaz, do the math for me. I can't do no math, man. How much is that, Riaz? 8 billion divided by three. That's 300 million, right? 350 mil.
Probably though. I'd say
Yeah,
probably. I'd say
that's like
probably.
we don't even have
That's 2 billion.
325 million in the U.S.
That's 2 billion 600 and some odd million billion.
Goodness
Hmm.
gracious. See, I mean, yeah. So I sympathize with Mo Love because it's such a huge issue, and this it's a dangerous precedent. Um,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not precedent,
I,
prospect. Sorry, precedent is a different involves a
okay.
different.
I feel you, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
I yield the
I was also
floor.
gonna. Okay, I was gonna say though, Brandon as well. Pretty much me being on the spectrum, me being on the autistic spectrum, that means that I'm more. That's why I have what I have though, because with me, I can display symptoms of pretty much almost anything. So.
Mhm. Hey, girl, dad cooking. Thank you so much for tuning in.
So pretty much for me, though, other than being really nervous and stuff like that, though, for me, my heartbeat, though, if I notice if my heartbeat is really fast, though, and if I breathe heavy, then I know something's up, though.
Hold on, girl, dad cooking. I think if I'm not mistaken. Did I discover you last year and we started following each other? I don't know, but I've seen your name before. And as far as
Mm,
music, I think that yeah, that is a huge plus when it comes to, I guess, trying to combat anxiety and depression. It allows
mhm,
you to feel, well, I know for me, like when I'm listening to music, because sometimes my mentals, I could be in a state of what, being sad, even angry sometimes, and it allows you to release those emotions of sadness, anger, even joy sometimes, without having to put it into words. Sometimes you don't want to talk, you don't want to explain what's going on, so
mhm,
that music can really cause a calmness, and it gives people, men especially, since they're taught to suppress, it gives them permission to feel whatever that thing is, without having to hold it in. So music is absolutely a plus.
right. I
Yeah,
use
Mo
music to
Love.
help me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What were you
Yeah,
saying?
I found a recent study that just came out in January 2024. These are done by researchers at the National Institute of Health, so PubMed basically.
Hmm.
They say that okay, so how anxiety disorders work, they happen in the amygdala in the brain and the frontal and the parietal lobes. So your amygdala is right around here, parietal lobe front, I'm sorry, frontal lobe front, of course, and the parietal lobe is right around here. So, we've scanned those with, you know, magnetic resonance imaging, MRIs, or other various, SPECT and PET scans.
Hmm.
Um, the it seems like the best treatment for anxiety disorders is cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
They've seen,
Mm,
according to Melissa Brotman, PhD, chief of the neuroscience and novel therapeutics unit in the National Institute of Health program, she's seen that a notable improvement in children and adults with cognitive behavioral therapy. As we
Hmm.
mentioned before, these medicines, as that study in 2019 came out, the medicines are deemed to be ineffective towards treatment. They help a little bit by feeling better, but you really need the cognitive behavioral therapy to actually treat the brain and the physical symptoms that are comorbid with mental health
Yeah.
problems.
So it's like the medications, it's like it doesn't resolve the issue. It just speaks to whatever is going on in that moment. It's
Just makes you
not
feel
mhm,
better.
a healer. Yeah. So Daniel said, on the other hand, music can bring depression. Not all music is uplifting. Absolutely. I was speaking towards the music that is uplifting, like the music that breathes life into your spirit. More so, I guess, gospel, man. But yeah, I agree with you. Not all music is uplifting. Yes, Daniel said the power of your words is huge. Also, Proverbs, it says a fool's destruction is his own mouth. Yes, and the word also says we are snared by the words of our tongue. Yeah, so a lot of times it's not always the enemy working against you. It could be you, the things that you
mhm.
to the atmosphere. So we do have to be mindful of that as well.
Yeah.
Solid Snake said, faith in his will is the way. Yes, I agree. Hmm.
Wow, I'm looking at the data on the music use according to Sage Journals. He's right. I was skeptical at first because he said that music can cause depression, which, I don't necessarily see how, your brain
Yes.
synapses would. But yeah, I mean, he's exactly right. It's kind of
Hmm.
crazy. Yeah. So, listening to music that reinforces negative moods, it seems like can actually cause depression. That's crazy. I
Because
didn't
it
even know
gets in
that.
your spirit. I forgot what Bolo said. Music is the only thing that doesn't need permission to penetrate something. Was it the
Music
soul?
is the other thing that doesn't need permission to penetrate your spirit.
Oh, sounds
Yes.
like a Diddy party.
What?
Yeah,
But that is so true. Like it
yeah,
doesn't. That
yeah.
eventually will get into your spirit. Like music is very influential, you know?
Wow, that's crazy. I never thought about that.
Hmm.
And the data supports it.
Yeah, that's a big one. I think that's why so many people are led astray today. Music, following behind what the music is saying.
Man, yeah, maybe I need to change what I listen to.
But what do you listen to normally?
Mostly a lot of '90s R&B, Jodeci, Drew Hill. I like a lot of rock. I like my favorite is funk. I love funk, but sometimes I'll into the this is with the rock, like listening to rock and maybe some country songs. You got to watch it because yeah, they can like one of my favorite songs is Papa Roach. I used to sing that when I was depressed and wanting to delete myself, and that would be my song to amp up my urge to delete myself.
What was it about? Like, was it a positive song? What?
No, let me check. It was a hugely popular song. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. No
I
breathe.
think I've
Everybody knows
heard
that
that.
song.
I've
Yeah,
heard
it's a
that.
huge song. Yeah, Papa
Yeah.
Roach. And
Okay.
yeah, I
Uh,
used to.
uh,
That was my amp up. That was my pregame to self harm rituals. So yeah,
See
man,
what I'm
that
saying? A lot of times with the music we listen to, we can be like conjuring up demons and not even be aware.
yeah, that
wow.
blows my mind. Who said that? That's a big W to you. Who said that in the
Me,
chat?
love.
No,
Somebody in the chat.
was that you or somebody in the chat
Which one? Which comment?
that made the assertion that music can cause depression?
Daniel said that. That's very true.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
huge W. Hey, y'all, I gotta
Uh,
drop off my batteries on 1%. I just seen it, but I gotta catch a
okay.
flight tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much, Brandon, for coming up.
Travel mercy to you, bro.
Absolutely. And
Travel mercy.
anybody
Have a
that
blessed trip.
please do not be
Be
afraid to
safe,
call
brother. Be
me.
safe.
Yeah, I have my number in the chat post. Please call me anytime y'all need help. I'm here
Okay.
to help.
Wait,
I
before you go, did you get the emails though? Because I sent you a test email and stuff like that. So if you got it though, then I know I can just send a further one though. You know?
Riaz, I told you to call me last show. You ain't called me yet.
Brandon, do you have an
No,
IG or anything?
no,
Like, what
I
is your
know.
contact?
Wait, Brandon, look, I understand you want me to call you, but can we first start with the email first? I want to test the email and I can send my number to you through my
What's your
email,
email,
so then it'll
Brandon?
be easy.
Can you put it in the back before your phone does die?
Yes, I sure will.
Okay, I'll email you.
Okay,
All right. Hey, it
okay.
was a pleasure to talk to you guys and the panel.
Okay,
Yes,
it's a
you
pleasure too.
too.
So make sure though, when you go though, what check,
Much
check
love,
the
brother.
email I sent though, and after that, when you're done with that, I'll probably send my number back. Because look, also make sure to add me on WhatsApp, because I
I
can't call
sure
you through
will.
my number. Can't add you. I can't call you through my number because we're in two different countries, and I'll get a charge for it.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later.
All
All right,
right,
brother.
Okay.
Travel
Brandon.
All
mercy,
right.
man.
Later,
God
brother.
bless all of y'all.
You
God bless
too.
you too.
So I think I'm gonna do like a Wednesday show, maybe like I don't know, one day this week, maybe early, like around 6 or something, to kind of make up for what took place tonight.
Okay, that's cool. I get you
Yeah.
on that though.
Did
Yeah.
y'all want to add anything else, or are
Mm,
y'all good?
okay, yeah, I use music too, though. I use music as one way to cope as well, though. And pretty much you already know what type of music I like. Of course, I do listen to faith-based stuff too sometimes, though. I just like what I like, though. Sometimes, though, I do listen to hip hop as well, but there is a Muslim version of hip hop, Islamic style hip hop, though, as well. Since it's my faith, though, I basically listen to the faith, when it comes to faith based, some I just listen to stuff that is basically based on my faith. It's not against anything against anyone else's though. I just go by what I can actually mostly relate to when it comes to the faith thing though. I can listen to whatever, but I just when it comes to faith-based music, I just listen to something that is, something I can relate to when it comes to my faith. So, and I say that with respect, though.
So Vaughn said, I love to listen to the intricacy of progressive jazz. Listening to its rhythmic tones and signature beats, I can pick out each instrument occupies my mind, but yet allows
Hmm,
me to my own thought. Yeah, jazz is just it's so calming. I agree.
okay.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end it here. We got a lot done. I'm gonna edit the first live we did before the stupid P bomb person came up. Unless y'all have something else to add.
Well, I mean, like I afterwards, but very much so. Like, I thank God. Probably last words for me, though, is I thank God for helping me 14 times, giving me hope twice, and also basically to everyone else on the replay as well. Hope you basically enjoyed the stream also, and make sure to do your research first. And also make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and also connect to the host, connect to anyone else, anybody here who's a creator. Make sure to connect to everybody here. Help us grow, inshallah, meaning God willing. So God willingly help everyone else here grow. And basically, yeah, take whatever you got from this conversation and basically never, be scared to ask for help because I actually know from my own experience. And yeah, man, do your thing though.
Okay, thank you, Riaz, for your final thoughts. I will see you in the next live. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you. 84, did you want to say something?
Um.
Oh, he dropped. Okay.
Oh, okay. He left on his own. Okay. Um. I did have a question, but man, we could chop it
What's
up
your
about that.
question? Go ahead.
Nah, it was related to music, and I know you do music too. But like I said, if
hmm
you if you read if you read it if you read to end it, you can end it. We can just chop it tomorrow. 'Cause I know we've got to chop it tomorrow anyway. So
Okay, I'll probably be live the middle of the week though.
no, no, definitely, definitely. But I know, like I said, we're chopping it business wise tomorrow. So
Oh
no, I mean,
yeah,
it's all good.
okay. Okay, that's right. I will call you. It will be after I get off. So it'll be after 5.
Definitely, definitely. I just want to say salute to you, salute to everybody in the chat, salute to everybody that came up, brother Brandon, Riaz, Bolo, you,
RG,
everyone. You know what I mean? Y'all already know what it is. Much love, y'all. I'm out.
Much
peace.
love. Thank you. And thank y'all so much for tuning in to the third live. It was only supposed to be a part two. I'm gonna edit out the first one because that was very needed information that was given. And I appreciate y'all for tuning back in. If you could please hit the like, you can still share this live and we'll continue for sure middle of this week and also Sunday night around I say 10:30 p.m. God bless and remember to keep God first. You can also seek out therapy for those mental health challenges that you may be experiencing and do not let anyone shame you about it. And I just pray blessings for everybody and may you all have a really good week. All right, bye guys.
Peace.